So what are we gonna get here? Lorelei. Three Stooges right off the bat. All right. Yes, let's take George. Oh, hey, Hap, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Almost said Sunday. Yeah, Lorelei likes to get involved. I have seen the Doom mod. I haven't played it, but it looks good. I mean, anything Friday the 13th looks good to me, but... how the Three Stooges challenge works is I'm only allowed to use the guys, and this is the wrong cabin. I have to use one of the different, either George, Paul, or Mark. Each one of them gets their own day. And just as an added wrinkle, I also only use you can't pass weapons. And as an added wrinkle, I can't use the same weapon to end the day with the different counselor. Well, with the same counselor. So like right now, George is just gonna get the axe. And that's gonna be George's weapon. I didn't grab the key. That was dumb. I wonder... Wait, did I just get myself lost? I think I did. Awesome. Great start. Oh wait, no. Well, someone's gonna die. Whoever's, as long as it's not one of those guys in the cabin. That's true, it is the it wouldn't be a Three Stooges challenge without something stupid being done right at the beginning. Let's see, left. I think we go left. We'll grab that just in case. Come on. Left, up, left. I remembered it! Oh, that is amazing. Come on, George. There's still a chance. It's not a very good one anymore, but come on. 7, 6, 5. We made it! I cannot believe I remembered how to get out to the outer loop from the from the forest cabin. That was nuts. Now we'll be getting 3 hits, 3 bars of health per indoor battle. Because each axe does 2 bars. Well, 2 axes for 1 bar. Got a vitamin. Rats. I was hoping to get that 9th hit and take away a 3rd bar. It didn't work though. Hey Pro, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh, always happy to have new people here. If there's any specific challenge runs that you can think of that you haven't seen, me do, and you have any ideas or you have any questions on how things work with the game, don't hesitate to ask. I'm always happy to find new challenge ideas, share anything I know about the game. Because this game has been kind of if it wasn't obvious, a little bit of an obsession of mine, so I've learned quite a bit over the years. Oh, I have seen, I don't remember what they're called, but I have seen a couple of the ones where Jason's, like, not the murdery type. Well, oh, that was not expecting him to appear right there. Rats. There we go, got a 9th hit in. But I think we're gonna wait here. should be out of the range now and heading to the kids. There we go. We're gonna grab the second vitamin just in case. Now Jason will show up at 43 and 33 seconds left, unless you have a crow or on the screen or a zombie blocking him. The zombies, it's kind of just timing, but with the crow, you can force a crow spawn after 2 zombies at night or 1 zombie at dusk. Okay, Jason's already half done on day 1. This is a good start. Toothbrush versus toothbrush. Just gotta make sure not to get into any more path fights here, because even with 2 vitamins, with it still being 2 hits per bar. Wait, it's 2, not 3. So I only needed 8, not 9. I was sitting there trying to get myself 9 hits, and I only needed 8. Yeah, the secret to the Buddy Crow is if you start scrolling the screen in the opposite direction that you want to go, the game will try to spawn the crow in front of you, so in that case we scroll the screen to the left, the game puts the crow to the left, and then you get to have a little guard preventing zombies and everything. Alright, more toothbrush on toothbrush. Alright, next battle should be a fight to the death. Alright, if Laura stays there, we're fine. If we're not, he's gonna have to run all the way around the lake. I mean, around the map. Unless... and it might be possible... Oh, sweet, Debbie's in here now. Good. Now, as long as she doesn't move again, Jason should be attacking her. Beautiful. Yeah, it was... I played this game all the time as a kid. I managed to finish it, but I never really got that good at it until I wanted to get the low percent record, which is stone only, no items. So I spent weeks just practicing Jason fights, trying to figure out how his patterns work and how to avoid damage. And then that kind of expanded into everything else. One of my mods, Bedwell Blackburn, had mentioned the Immortal Challenge, where you do the Immortal glitch to give Jason an extra 256 bars of health every day. And at that point, it wasn't known if that was actually, if it was a soft lock or if you could actually beat the game from that point. And he had mentioned he had thought it was Jason just got 256 bars, but no one had ever tested it. And he's like, if anyone's gonna be crazy enough to actually spend the time to do that, it's you. So that's kind of how the challenges were born. All right. Day 1, good. Oh, Paul, you magnificent genius. This is the perfect place for Paul to be. Though I did grab the key from in here, so Paul's gonna need to get himself another key. Yeah, we can walk around, that's fine. Hey Giants, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. For anyone who isn't aware, Looking for Giants is the genius behind the ROM hack that puts members of the Friday the 13th community into the game. For Three Stooges, I have to use only the men, so I am not allowed to use my precious Crissy. We pick George. We have George, Mark, and Paul, and then I use one of them. They each get their own day, and I can't repeat weapons, so they each have to end the day with a different weapon. So it's like I can't just torch. We did George on day 1 with Axe. We're going to be getting the torch with Paul. Hey Popcorn, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Popcorn is also one of the people in the roster for the community ROM hack. In Debbie's place with Debbie Teal. Popcorn, I actually kept Debbie. I took George and Laura no-hits off of here, off of the wheel for now, but I did keep no-hit Debbie on in honor of Popcorn Cannon. So there is a chance we get a no-hit Debbie tonight. Well, attempt. I give it, if I fail a challenge twice, then I don't go back to it. I just spin the wheel again. This is a stupid move. I should not be doing this. Oh, we're fine. So like that way, if I end up with a perfect game or something, I don't have to spend all night trying to get a perfect game. Because I think I've got maybe 4 of those, either 3 or 4 perfect games in my life. I never noticed that, Popcorn. Your chat color, is that intentional? Like, was that, or is that just a happy coincidence? Why do I keep going back down? Uh-oh. Jason, leave me alone. I never made that connection before. Good catch, Giants. How did I not notice that? Right, unfortunately, Paul is in terrible shape now because that jerk kept following me in the forest. But now we'll have the torch. Got 1 vitamin. There we go. Now we buddy crow. Day 3 is going to be hopefully pretty quick. Just grab a couple vitamins, get the pitchfork with Mark, and go nuts. Assuming I don't screw this up with Paul. Let's see, he'll be going to A next around the cave. See, Jason, you can't do anything to Paul when you're not doing your cheap path tactics. The only counselors that can avoid damage on path fights are Mark and Crissy, because they have the better jump. There's the crow. Hey, Lorelei. I was gonna say, wait, did I pass the dock? The buddy crow, figuring out how the buddy crow worked was... It was such a good thing. Like, that was the big thing that kept me from... That caused me issues doing, like, hitless runs and everything like that. It was always the lake that was causing all these problems. And then figuring out that you could actually avoid everything on the lake was just huge. There we go. Is he gonna attack anybody by the cave? Is he even in the cave? Is there anyone there to stop him, or am I just gonna run into him on a path here? Oh, logo? That's awesome. Okay, good. We got Mark here. So he should be hitting Mark shortly. Unless Mark moves. Gotta watch out for knife spawns. Mark, don't go. Good, Mark's still here. Oh, I've done Mark only runs with machete before. Well, not with... I've done machete only runs, but I don't think it's been with Mark in particular. I think I did a knife run with Mark, which is actually weaker than the machete. I think I gave the machete to Laura in that run. I love that crow emote. Even though, well, actually no, I was gonna say the crows are kind of jerks, but they're actually very nice. They're jerks when you're on the path, but when you're in the lake, the crows are great. Hey Rick, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Oh, Sunday. Why do I keep saying Sunday? Wednesday. Oh, congratulations on getting your first win, even if the sole survivor was Laura. Here, we'll balance it out with this. The only time Sonic and Robotnik have ever teamed up was to destroy Laura. But yeah, I'm glad the guides were helping out there. That's kind of... I've learned so much about this game over the years, and I know without the internet, I think D-Tysonator might be the only one that really figured anything out. So the fact that I wanted to make those guides to share what I've learned and hopefully help people finish the game for the first time, because this is, once you figure out how this works, it's a really good game. It's just unfortunate that it doesn't get the credit it deserves. I mean, a lot of people hated it just because of AVGN's videos, not realizing that he's actually creating entertainment. Uh-oh. Can't get back. Well, at least my mash was on point there. Hey Gary, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. I am going to get back to the Nightmare on Elm Street speedrun, eventually. I think my time was like 20:46 or something like that, and I want to get it under 18 minutes. I mean, I got my cart right back there. Yeah, there's so much that they do with this game, too. Hey Mouse, welcome in. Hey Underground. Hope you're both having a good Wednesday. Yeah, there's so many little things that they do here. Like, just learning that Jason follows a set path was a game changer. As a kid, I thought he would just teleport randomly around the map and that was it. But finding out that that's not how it actually works, that was huge. Alright, there's a vitamin over here. Like, all the items that spawn, they'll be in specific areas on the map. And you have to jump to spawn anything. Did I get this knife? I didn't. Perfect. Jason appears at 43 and 33. So we are gonna beat him to the kids. Yeah, I wish I would have had more people to play. Well, I didn't actually play Nightmare until I was an adult. I didn't even know I had a 4-player multi-tap for Super Nintendo, but I never had one for NES. Or just normal Nintendo. Whoops, didn't even throw there. Trying very carefully not to get my finger stuck between, to get Lorelai's fur between the buttons in my hand. I think that's 5, 6, 7, there we go. Yeah, this is, I got, well, I guess I technically could say I was relatively good at this as a kid just because I was able to beat the game. Like, I didn't know how to do the cabin fights or anything like that. I didn't know about the quick torch either, so I would light all the fireplaces, not realizing that you only needed to light like 4 of them or something to get the letter. So I would light every single fireplace, get the torch, and then just hope I had enough vitamins left to beat Jason on the paths. Oh, I didn't know Nightmare crashed if you used a Game Genie. Yeah, just like this game alone, there's so much that happens in this game. And without the internet or anything, I don't know how people ever figured it out. With the except, like, I think, well, Valiant Link was the one that first put out Jason's route. But D-Tyson, I don't know if he figured it out by himself or if he got it from D-Tysonator. But D-Tysonator had all that stuff down. Like, there's videos going way back of him. Like, if people have said, like, they think I'm good at this game, D-Tysonator he's still on another level for me. Like, my goal is to be as good at this as D-Tysonator is. But to do that, I have to get a low percent perfect game. And one of these days, I'll actually start trying to do that, but Lorelei, she's sitting on the reset, like right on top of the reset button right now. Okay, move please. Nope, nope, nope. That's better. Oh yeah, Slackinator. Yeah, for path fights, you can hit them a lot quicker. It's just a matter of avoiding damage yourself. But if you've got the sweater or vitamins or something, and the torch, you should be able to run right through them as long as your mash is relatively consistent. That was one of the few flawless runs for Slack that I was actually able to be there for. Generally, I'm working or something and I miss the end of it, but I actually got to be there for the end of his Fester's Quest Flawless, and that was awesome. I think he's working on Silver Surfer. I need this key. I think he's working on Silver Surfer now? No, he was working on Zelda 2, like a glitched percent he's calling Martyr percent. Ooh, actually, let's grab this knife so that's not sitting there later. And there's one vitamin over here. And then there'll be one more in the cave. 4 vitamins should be plenty. Alright. Hey Kyoto, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. The hardest game. So I did briefly play Silver Surfer, and I got almost through 3 enemies. I don't know what there was something, I think I was thinking that my shots would kill stuff in 1 hit, and I just kept bumping into things. See, I know a lot of people would say Battletoads is the hardest game, but this is probably an unpopular opinion that's going to get me a lot of hate. But I don't think Battletoads is actually a difficult game. I just think it's terribly designed. Like with Battletoads, it's so much about memorization. And if you die, you don't get to pick up where you left off. You have to go to the start. So if you're on like 10 levels in, you die, you have to go back to the beginning of the game, play through 9 levels, and then go back to memorizing the route through the level. And that's just poor design. I think Battletoads is more of an artificial difficulty. I think there's actually, it's the level where you're on those little hand bikes where you fight the spinning ball at the end. I think that level glitches if you played it two-player. I remember hearing about that. Yeah, that's the beauty of Friday the 13th Underground Iron, is there's not one way, there's so many different ways you can play it. Like, that's where all these different challenges, like that's not something you could do on most games. Like, just to throw something like a Castlevania, you can't do something like this on that because it's, I mean, Simon's Quest maybe, but what level games where you're just going level. This is generally, it's kind of funny too, because I'm generally not a big fan of open world games, but this I just go nuts over. But yeah, it's maybe for hardest game, to me personally, I'd say the game I found most difficult was probably Kid Icarus. I know that's one a lot of people can just pick up and play through, but to me, I could never get through the first level as a kid. I was always missing jumps, getting killed. Apparently Kid Icarus gets a lot easier as you go on. And I have been able to beat, well, actually, maybe Zelda 2 also. I was always terrible at Zelda 2. I'm thinking of games I had to play with save states, making save states every 30 seconds. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Do I have that back here? I do. I've heard Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is one of the worst games ever made, but I've never actually played it personally, so I can't say much about that. Because, like, this is also considered a terrible game by a lot of people, but I love this one. Alright. Like, as a kid, I hated Fantasy Zone, but then I played it again a couple years ago, and I'm like, I like this. But I remember I rented Fantasy Zone because we got to the rental store late one weekend, and that was basically all they had left. I was like, oh, this looks fun, and then I played it, I was like, this is awful. But now I like that game. Alright, 2, 3, 2, 1, 15 hits. Two. Missed. There we go, Pitchfork. Yeah, I do not like games where you move really slowly, which is kind of weird that I end up liking Simon's Quest as much as I do, because you move so slow in that. Did you, oh, speaking of, well, I wouldn't consider, I think B-52 looks like a fun game. I've never actually played that personally, but did you finish B-52 Giants? Hey Steven, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. I almost said Sunday again. Enjoy the lurk. Thanks for the good luck. Excellent. Category Bs. Actually, while we're waiting for, where is, yep, B-52, it's gotta be right here. Yes, this is not a green screen, that is a wall behind me with 454 carts. There we go. Whoops, forgot to jump. Yeah, I've actually never played Grand Theft Auto. I don't know if that's a game I'd like or not. Like, I like Horizon Zero Dawn, I like the new Tomb Raider games, and I like Skyrim. And those are all kind of like the open world stuff, but I don't know if Grand Theft Auto would do it for me. We're just gonna go. That was just a poorly placed zombie. Hey GamePro, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. See, I showed my wife B-52 and she thought it looked cute. I don't think she'll ever play it because she doesn't really go for the whole Nintendo thing, but it's definitely one I'm going to try eventually. George moves faster than Dr. Jekyll? That's just wrong. There's a B-52 two-player. I don't think I could get my wife to do that, but maybe one of my kids would be willing to play that. Or even more fun, the two of them play it together. We get enough fighting when we play Shredder's Revenge with the 3 or 4 of us. That was a really early dodge. You got to throw that pitchfork, Mark. There we go. Okay, let's see. He was just on B, so he should be going to the cave next. That was my first thought, was the band when I heard of the name of the game, but... Oh, that's right. I think my kids would love it to... Well, I don't know if they'd care to have like a world record. And in an old, like a speedrun world record. Because they're not that into... Unfortunately, they're not that into... Well, I mean, my oldest loves Minecraft, but... Alright, Crissy's here. He should be stopped. Good, no knife here. 3... 4... That was the wrong direction. That'll actually work out better. I haven't played Saints Row either. Mick Kids, I loved that one as a kid. I have it, but I haven't played it recently. Professor Retro was just learning the speedrun for that. I had the manual to that somewhere that I found after I sold all my old manuals, but I don't remember where I put it. Let's see. Where is M's? Here we go. That's another one I gotta play. There's so many games I need to go back and play, or even if it's just casual and not speedruns. There's so many games I gotta go back for. The Big 20 sounds like it would be a blast, but the only problem is I don't have the time to really learn one speedrun. I don't know how I'd possibly learn 20 of them. Unless it was like the Big 20 was just games I already know. That's true, I could go in blind. Can you imagine doing like Dragon Warrior 4 blind? Even though I don't think you had to go very far in that, but... I always tend to power grind in Dragon Warrior games. No, Mark, you need to throw the pitchfork. There we go. 1 for 1 on challenges tonight. That is the Three Stooges challenge complete. Thanks for the GGs, Chris. Thanks for the GGs, Kyoto.